Hey guys, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, everybody. It is Friday, September 9th. Happy Friday. It is 6:25 right now. Market's gonna open in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and then we can get started with our session for today. So let me just get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. Quick. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the room as well. So a few minutes to let people join the room real quick. And we should be good to go. Sorry guys, I'm starting a little late. Forgot the new iPhone came out today, so I had to go pre-order it. So I'll give you guys I'll give it a few minutes for people to make their way in. I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting this up real quick, and then we should be good to go shortly. Looks good. Let's finish updating this here. A couple more things. It's 6:27 right now, so the market's gonna open shortly. Just like sent out right here. And I think we should be good to go. A couple more things here to update. And I think we're good. All right, so let's see what we got right here. So our price is currently at. Looks like there's no sessions nearby. We might have a pretty decent session, trading session today if it doesn't get too crazy. So we have a bearish bias here with regard to the short-term direction with regard to the trend. Since the trend meter down here is red and the pivots here are angling down, plus the red pivot is over the green pivot. So we have a pretty strong bearish bias on the short-term side. Market's gonna open in about 2 minutes. Let's finish setting this out as well. All right, looks good. So let's see who's here. So morning, Sharon, morning, Kenny, morning, Peter, morning, Karen. Morning, Al, morning, Maria. Morning, Dejan, morning, Patricia, morning, Patrick, morning, David, morning, Casey, morning, Jonathan, morning, everybody. So happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, September 9th. It is 6:28 right now. Market's going to open in about 2 minutes. So let's take a look at the sentiment real quick. Sentiment is currently 50% short, 50% long. It's neutral. There's no bias right now with regards to the long-term sentiment. Looking over here at fundamentals, are currently up 212 points. So we have a neutral to bullish long-term direction. Short-term direction is bearish, obviously because price is below the pivots, trend meter is red, and the pivots are angling down at the red over the green. So with that said, we're going to be looking for sells here with regard to the K2SR rejection. Until this starts to shift, in a different direction. So right now we're currently looking for a sell. We'll see what happens when the market does open here, because we do have a long-term neutral to bullish bias. All right, Marco. All right, guys, market is opening right about now. So market is now open. Go ahead and mark up opening price right here. This is going to be New York open. So got that right there. Let's see if there was any news this morning. There's news at 7 and then news at 9 o'clock. So just one news event. Final wholesale inventories. right over here at 7 o'clock. Other than that, nothing else. So this candle right here is touching the pivot, but it is not rejecting off it. So unfortunately, no entry there off the SR rejection. However, either way, it's right at opening price anyway, so we wouldn't be able to take any entries here to begin with. So we'll keep looking for any other entries as price continues to go along. But as of now, we're just waiting for price to provide an entry for us. So it's fine if price pushes up and retraces. We kind of need that because price has been dropping for so long. So this is okay as price pushes up right here. We'll catch it as it swings back down further. So right here, price is swinging back above opening price. Target price point is, and there's no target price point right here because price is so far from everything else. Let me go clean up this lower end over here. Oops. Sessions right there. All right. So a lot of the sessions are sitting below. Price is way above all of the sessions right now from yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if price ends up reversing and then we can catch buys here instead of sell. So price is pushing up pretty heavily. This can be a fake out. I don't recommend chasing it. As we discussed earlier, long-term direction is going to be bullish to neutral, while short-term is bearish. So we'll see where price goes around this area. If we do get a rejection off this point, we still need to get that sell signal. So at this point right now, there's not really much going on. There's a lot of liquidity sitting on top though. So let me go over here and mark it up on the clean chart. Zoom out from this point. So we do have, oops, wrong tool. We do have a lot of pending liquidity up here in case price wants to keep pushing up higher. And as you guys can see, price is pretty much in a range right here. It's a big range. It's got some time to go. Looking over here, let's see. So looks like it's setting up for a sell, but the one thing that you guys want to look out for is a sell signal because we have a buy signal right here. In order for us to take a K2SR rejection entry, we need to be trading the direction of momentum. So even if we do get a rejection off this point, we can't take it until we get a sell signal with it. This right here would be, well, I mean, if we had a bullish bias here on the short term, this could possibly be a buy. The trend meter is not green though, so we can't take that. Also, the pivots here are still angling down. So I think this will probably be the area, or might push up higher. It looks like here on the clean chart, price might push up and test the upper end of the zone, which it just did. Looks like the trend meter here is starting to change. So if the trend meter does change, we can start looking for some possible buys. But right now, we're still looking for sells or not looking for anything if the trend meter here stays blue. So we'll keep following you here. Not sure if Steven's here. Steven is not here. Steven, if you were here, this would be the breakout. And it looks like it would have hit full TP. Seems like whenever Steven's not here, the breakout hits. So that would have been the breakout right there, moving its way to full TP. Looking over here on 3-minute as well. 3-minute looks like it could possibly be a buy. Let's close this proper. But it looks like way overextended, so I don't think I'd be taking this trade here. The candle looks like it's too big. Would have been a nice move though. Spot possible speculative trade within it. 5-minute over here as well. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to close. We're on an entry right here. I was just marking this up as a possible breakout. I'll follow it and see where it goes, but I'm not going to take it yet. One thing that I would be inclined to possibly take would be this 3-minute here. I might take it for a partial move, not for the entire move, because obviously the market's moving kind of back and forth right here. It's way overextended. It's due for retracement. That's basically what's happening right here. So let me just take this off. I don't want you guys to hop into this trade. I was just marking that out for Steven. He's typically asking for the breakout every day, but he's not here today, so he can't even take it if he wanted to. This one right here was an iffy candle, but it could have been taken for about 100 pips for a SR rejection. But it hit TP and they came right back down. This right here turned green at the last moment though, so just keep that in mind. For this right here, let's see if this closes with a sell signal. If it closes with the sell signal, then we can take it for a sell. As you guys can see, price is going back and forth very rapidly. So it's kind of difficult to catch these moves here, specifically for a buy, because this trend meter here didn't go from red to blue. It just went from red to green right away. And it just happened because it spiked up so heavily. So I'll look for this as price comes down. Looks like price might be coming back into the range here that I marked up. Looks like it faked out to the top and then it came back down into the same range that we had earlier. So I'll just clean this up right here. Or I'll leave it up actually. And we'll see if price ends up staying above it or if it continues to pull back into the range. Trend meter is still red though. So what we're looking for here is a red momentum signal to take the sell. However, if this turns green, we can start looking for buys here as well. Just got to make sure that the candle is not too big. So this might be an entry here. If it closes with a moderate green candle, actually, never mind, take that back. The trend meter here just keeps changing from green to red. So no entry there. Let me pull up sentiment again. Sentiment is currently still 50-50. Fundamentals are currently up 212 points. Heat map over here is pretty much all green. Yeah. So we do have a long-term bullish bias. I mean, if price swings to the upside, that's completely fine, right? So there's no problem with that. We do have a sell signal right here, though. Possible entry. Looks like trading view might be frozen. It is frozen. Yeah, there's a sign. Whenever trading view freezes up like this, it's a sign of probably stay out of the market. Yeah, so just stay out for now, guys, until the market until it turns back on. It's frozen right now. I'm looking on trading on MC4. There we go. It starts to move along. So huge gap right there. Skip that one for sure. So if it didn't gap like that, I would have dropped 100 pips right there, full TP. Unfortunately, it gapped, so can't use that. Let's see. So trading view over here doesn't have a wick on top. MC4 does have a wick. I'm not going to go with that though. I'll follow it, but I'm not going to take it. You can see price is pulling right back into this area, right? So this is why I left it up to show you guys that price faked out. Price swung below, faked out, swung up, faked out right here, and then came back below. This right here on the 3-minute never closed, so there was no entry there to begin with. This over here is still bouncing around. So let's see where price goes. If we get a moderate red candle, then we can take it, but let's see where this ends up closing. So we do get the wick rejection right here. We have a red trend meter. Pivots are still bearish. We need a wick rejection off the structure and a moderate red candle. If we can get that, this can possibly be the entry right here. Nice. Dijon took that double body. the entry that Maddie takes. So Jean took that right there, played out nice. So for this candle right here, guys, we got about 20 seconds. You guys got to make sure that you actually wait for it to close and make sure that it's a moderate red candle. Another thing that you want to make sure is that the body isn't too big. Obviously, let's see. The candle's going to close in about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see where it's at. Looks like we're in here. Full TP, guys. Full TP right away. Yes, there we go. Full TP. So if you guys are patient and waited for that, there we go with that full TP. There would have been 2 entries right here if this thing frees up on us, but whatever. But I did make my 1,000 off that. Let's see, I made 1,100. So nice work, guys. If you guys caught that, great. It's all about patience. So if you waited for that, perfect entry, no drawdown, straight to TP. So let me go over here and post that up real quick. Posted my profits as well. Hopefully everyone got that. Looks like majority of you guys got that. D got it. Marco got it. Dejan got it. Maddie got it. I'm hoping he did. Let's see what else you got over here. Patrick got it. Perfect. All right. Awesome, guys. So looks like pretty much everyone here caught it. Profits look good. Try to take a quick screenshot real quick. So I'm still looking for another entry here, but price is right at opening price, so I wouldn't be able to take anything anyways. So all right, let's move that out of the way. I'm going to move this forward. We have another zone right here, but it's right at opening price, so we wouldn't be able to take any entries at this point anyways. So now just again we just wait. So as you guys can see, and I'll show you real quick with my profits, if you guys are just patient, I mean, you don't have to take like 100 trades, guys, and you don't have to swing trade and you don't have to intraday trade. If you can just be patient for like an hour, take an hour out of your day to be patient with us here on the live session, I mean, you guys can do pretty well. Because I just took 1 trade, traded across all my accounts, and made a pretty good amount. Like, I personally think this is the best way to trade. It's like little to no stress, literally just wait, hang out for an hour and lock in profits. All right. So we might get another entry right here. It's going to be a little bit iffy though, because it's so close to the opening price, this blue line. So if it gets too low, this is as low as I can get for entry. If it gets anywhere lower than that, it's too close. So let's see where it's at. Jean's also looking at for a new strat when breaks out of the range. Yeah, no, you can do that too, Jean. Like what you can do is you can draw the high lows to identify the ranges, and then when price breaks out of it, you know, you can catch the move in that direction. I've been looking at entries like that too. All right, another possible entry here. Actually, never mind. It's too big of a candle. So here are my profits over here, guys. On my main account, you can see the green strip. I let it hit full TP, total profit of 1,110. Here is my copier. I made 1,260 FTMO copier. Here's my MFF, made 1,260. It executed properly on this one. My second MFF, same thing, 1,260. And my third MFF, same thing, 1,260. So looks pretty good. Here he goes, price starts to dump. However, this candle again is too big, so we can't take this for an entry. So volatility is starting to pick up pretty heavily right here. Fortunately, this right here would have been a really nice entry, but it closed below the opening price and it touched it. So that'd be a red flag. This right here, candle's way too big. Can't take this, but it looks like it could be a nice entry as well. So we'll just keep watching. I mean, if price swings back up, that's great. We could look for another entry on this area, but at the moment, there's nothing that we can take right now. So, very cool TP. Nice full TP on that K2. Get this real quick. I think next week I'll probably try out TFF. I'll just open an account. I mean, it's just $1,000. Like, what's $1,000? The risk to reward on getting another account should be cool. I mean, if it screws me over again, it screws me over. It's my bad, but I might as well try it out. So if you guys have profits to post up, feel free to post them up. Otherwise, we'll keep looking for some more entries here as we continue along. Man, that's gonna be a lot of accounts. If I add another TFF or 2 of them, or 3 of them, I have like 8 accounts copying. Or 7 actually, plus my main. All right, so we have another wave projection off here, but it's touching the opening price. So unfortunately, no entry off that. We got to make sure that price does not touch any of these red flags here, meaning the opening price and whatnot. So let's see. Scroll over here real quick. Maria posted her profits. Nice work, Maria. She locked in a total profit of 303. So great work right there, Maria. Over here, let me scroll up real quick. Looks like Dijon over here locked in a total of 596. Great work, Dijon. Took that trade with us there. Also, Slava over here is currently up 3,234 for the day. Great work, Slava. You guys are doing pretty good so far. Not bad for Friday. Slava's other account, or he looks like he added another one actually. Another profit, total profit of 3,608. So great work so far, Slava. Put this back over here. Patricia sent in her profits as well, locked in a total profit of 3,030 for the day. Great work, Patricia. Yeah, not bad for Friday, right? Way better than NFP last week. That's for sure. Marco, I see your message. I'll get to you later. I don't want to put your private messages here on the live. So I will get to you later. I think you asked about payouts, right? So if you're here right now, I can just tell you, I for all my payouts, I do bank transfer or bank wire. It's just directly to my bank account. Initially, I didn't trust like the funding companies, so I used to do it through Skrill when they had Skrill or PayPal. But I've been using them for a while, so I just get straight bank transfer now. But I will message you later to confirm. But I think that was your question. I did take a quick glance at it earlier, but I didn't have time to respond. I was busy getting the new iPhone this morning. Forgot it. The pre-order started today, so I went to the Apple website. It took longer than I was expecting. So, man, Apple is like, they're coming out. I just bought the iPhone 13 Pro Max like last September. Every year they have a brand new one. I saw that they have a new plan though, if you like, you can just pay monthly and then get the brand new get a brand new iPhone every month. I mean every year when it comes out. Yeah, that's what I got. See you soon. Dejan said I need to get rid of the notch. Yeah, I know that notch is kind of annoying. When it works, it like the camera you're talking about, right? The third camera works good when it's actually working, but when it's not working, it's annoying because it looks the pictures look all blurry. Dynamic island. Yeah. Let's see, Marco said I took my last payout in crypto and caught an Ethereum price jump. Damn, that's awesome, Marco. Yeah, there's different ways to take your payouts, guys. Like Marco here takes his payout through crypto. I do it through bank transfer because I run everything through my business. So like either way, I mean, you're gonna have to pay taxes one way or another, even with like crypto. So like the problem with crypto is that the crypto broker I was using a while back didn't give out like tax documents. So it was a nightmare trying to figure out I gotta use Cash App. I don't know why I used Cash App for my crypto a long time ago. I just didn't want to open a Coinbase account, and Cash App, they don't give you any tax documents with regards to your crypto trades or crypto investments. So at the end of the year, when I did my taxes, it was a nightmare because my tax accounting could not figure out, what was tax, what was short term, what was long term, etc. So I just don't do crypto. I don't receive payouts through crypto anymore. Just do bank transfer. And I haven't seen that thing yet. Sisu. I know Marco, right? Marco said Cash App, Soldier Boy voice. Yeah, no, I don't know why I was using Cash App, but because some people would pay for things through Cash App as well. And I would just accept all crypto payments through Cash App and I would just hold it, but I would never like take it out. Once I took it out, it was just like, man, it was crazy. I ended up paying full taxes on all my cryptos last year because we couldn't figure out what was short term, what was long term. Dejan said, I think they send them out now. Yeah, they probably do. They probably had enough people complain about it because Cash App is such a big, it's not a small company. So they should have been giving them out to begin with. But yeah, I don't really mess with cryptos at all anymore. And price is just sitting on opening price right here. So as you guys can see, we're looking for entries here, but price keeps coming back to this area, this blue line. It just comes right back to it and goes sideways. So in order for us to take any entries, we need price to be below here or above here. But price isn't doing that. It just keeps getting pulled back to opening price. Here's the markups that I drew earlier. So as you can see, there's two fake outs here. Fake out to the top, fake out to the bottom, and continuation. But you guys can see where this price spiked, right? It came down and hit liquidity and then spiked right back up because there's probably a lot of buy stops, right? Buy limits right there as well. So all the liquidity here got knocked out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to redraw all the high lows so that you guys can identify new market structure. And there's not really anything new about this. It just kind of got pushed away a little further. Johnson, imagine getting paid out in crypto and by the time you wake up, it's 50% less. Oh, I know, right? Thankfully for Marco, did the opposite. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, this thing pushed down too far. I was going to try to take it right here, but it's right at the sessions now. The wick on bottom is too big. If it was a bit smaller, we could take this for a sell, but the wick is just way too big on the bottom. We'd have to close down here. Let's see what happens here. Not much is happening, guys. Price is pretty much just going sideways right now. This could be a possible entry for a SR rejection, but we got to make sure that it doesn't push too far because if it gets too close to the sessions below here, then it's definitely going to be a red flag. Looks like price just keeps hovering above, this area here where the session or the zone is. It's getting close to 7. So if we don't get this in the next couple of minutes or next minute or so, then we have to wait for the news to pass. Let's see if this closes. No. Yeah, Marco said he's a crypto enthusiast. The end of the year is going to be good. Yeah, no, definitely. All my friends that also trade cryptos, they like you've probably seen my homie at the gym, Marco, the dude that drives a black Rolls Royce. The other Filipino guy, he's a crypto enthusiast too. He has he's waiting for like XRP to shoot back up. I was gonna hop on XRP with him. He said to hop into it like towards the end of the summer. I haven't really looked at it though. but I met him at the gym as well, XRP. And, the crazy thing is like him and Aaron were like buddies. If you guys remember Aaron, the guy who used to help run K2 with me, they're friends. I mean, it looks like the XRP push started pushing already. He told me to start buying it around like the end of summer, around this point. So him and his buddies are waiting to buy XRP right here. So it's pretty much consolidating right here, and I'll probably blow up at some point. So I got to talk to him next time I see him. But yeah, a lot of them are banking on XRP to just blow up. See it eventually. Yeah, I see 680. Yeah, coughing Aaron, that Aaron. The Aaron that everyone thought had COVID. So back to US30 over here, guys. There's not really much going on right now because price is right between two area structures or two price structures that we don't really want to trade it. There's just also a huge zone here now. It's two zones that are overlapping each other. We have the low, or we have the sessions right here where price keeps rejecting off, and then we have the high over here, which is opening price. We also have news coming up in about 4 minutes. So when the news passes, we'll see where it goes from there. We can't take any trades until 5 minutes after. 7:05 right there. So no trades between these periods here, these three. All right, so we got to wait for news right here. This is fine that price is pushing up. We want that to happen so price can be around this area, and we can start looking for some more trades around here as well. So it's gonna be a matter of time. Yeah, C6 had enjoyed being around. Yeah, no, Aaron's still trading. You guys probably still follow Aaron on social media. Me and Aaron are still good friends. Like Aaron did help me create and start K2, or not create, but he kind of joined K2 once it was already up and running, like 2 years in. Aaron helped me out, and then he kind of branched off to start his own company. He still trades by himself. He doesn't really trade with the group anymore. But he's a good guy. He just wanted to go and branch off and do his own thing, obviously, like a lot of other people in the group. Unfortunately, it didn't play out as good as like he planned. He should have stayed with K2, honestly. He stayed with me and grew with me. Things would have been a lot better for him, but it's all good. Some people just have to do their own thing. He'll probably be back at some point. He wanted to call signals for us, so we'll see. I don't know yet. Because I think he used to call our signals before, and then he started slacking, so I had given him the boot. And Dejan said, Miss Aaron. And I was going to message him the link to come into the Zoom, but he doesn't really. Let's see. I'm going to send it to him right now. Let's see if he comes in. All right, some more profits over here from, hold up 1 second. Actually, we're at news anyway, so we can't take any trades here. I was looking for some buys here because it looks like some buys are coming up. However, we can't take anything because news is coming up shortly. Anyways, we have more profits here from Al. So Al just posted his profits locked on a total profit of 1,966 for the day. Great work, Al. Valentine over here as well, currently up 1,401 for the day. Nice work, Valentine. So you guys are doing pretty good. I mean, I only took one trade today, so I'm up about 1,200 across my accounts. Or here, I'll just do the math. Well, I mean, it's easy to do the math here. So I did 1,260 times 4 plus 1,110. So I mean, my accounts are looking good right now. This is what I'm sitting at right now across all 5 of my accounts, 6,150. I had 1,110 off here, 1,260 off here, 1,260 off here, 1,260 here, and 1,260 here. So that's why, like, I'm telling you guys, like, if you guys can focus on just one trade and have multiple accounts, it adds up. So I'm not really too, I'm not really too antsy on making another trade because I mean, I do want to take another trade, but this is just like one trade here, and I've already locked in some pretty good profit. Everybody else is doing pretty good though. David over here as well. Currently, you have 32.40 for the day. Nice work, David. All wins and no losses. So that should be your end goal, guys. If you guys want to keep scalping, you know, I just showed you right here. I just took one trade and I have this much profit. You don't have to have like big trades, or you don't have to take like a bunch of trades to make big profits. You just need to understand your risk. And, you know, once you're really good at it, you can start stacking on accounts. That's the key thing. If you guys can stack accounts, you can take on less risk by taking, you know, bigger lot size on just one position that you know for sure is going to hit, versus taking a bunch and then, you know, possibly running into some issues. So let's see, this is going to be 7 o'clock. Thanks, Peter, for the update. You said news is positive. 7 o'clock US news, positive. And there we go. As price starts to push up even higher. Let me take this bracket off. News price right here. And this is why you don't want to be stuck on just one position, right? So the reason why we shouldn't be surprised about price pushing up like this is because you guys remember from this morning, we looked at the overall bias, right? Retail sentiment was bearish, or not, I mean, it was neutral. So retail sentiment here was neutral because it was 50-50. Fundamentals here were up 200 points or so. So when price was dropping earlier, we knew price was going to swing up because the long-term bias was still bullish, right? So this right here shouldn't be a surprise to you guys that price started to swing up, because from the beginning of the session, I mentioned that the long-term bias was neutral to bullish, while the short-term bias was bearish. As you can see now, the short-term bias is now shifting bullish, which is perfectly fine. What we'll be looking for at this point now is we'll be looking for price to come back and retrace a little bit, and then possibly continue up higher. And TradingView was frozen again for a few minutes there, or a few moments. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, D. Yeah, Madhu said that it's hitting liquidity. Going over here to our clean chart, you can see I marked up these lines from earlier, right? There's liquidity right there. Got hit, and got hit down here. And it just shot all the way up in the direction of the long-term bias. So again, right here, this is another reason why you shouldn't be surprised that price pushed up, because I've been drawing these lines from, you know, before the session even started. And I mentioned that these liquidities here, like these liquidity areas, are going to get hit at some point, which they finally did. So that's where things come full picture, right? If you guys can use my analysis to your advantage, you guys could have caught this big move here. I totally missed it myself because I wasn't paying attention, but here's a couple of things to look at. So price was below here. We looked at the overall direction, right? Overall direction was bullish because of the fundamentals here. So we already knew price was going to push up at some point. Another confirmation that you could have used were these high lows here to identify liquidity. So I drew these here earlier because I mentioned I wanted to keep these up so that you guys can see where price is likely to push to. Price finally did push up here a few minutes ago, and it just happened too fast. So in the past 10 minutes, price pushed up higher. There was news here, so we couldn't take any trades, and then it just continued to knock out all of the liquidity. So those are pretty much like the three pillars that you guys can use to identify the speculative moves, which will likely push to, you know, a good extent. So first thing to look at would be overall bias. You look at sentiment, you look at fundamentals. Second, you want to look at where price is currently at. If price is going opposite of long-term bias, then you want to see where price is likely to go when price does push in that direction. So price did push above, hit liquidity, and this could have been the move for you guys here. I probably wouldn't have entered right here. I probably would have entered somewhere up here if we got a high low. There's like a high low right here, and you could have taken this up for like X amount of pips. So this would have been a quick scalp. And then if you wanted to break through liquidity, even higher, 300 pips. So hopefully a lot of this stuff's making sense to you guys. I know it does make a lot of sense to the people who've been around for a while, but for the new people here, hopefully this is all starting to click. You know, even same with Maddie over here. Maddie messaged me over the weekend. What was it, like last week or the week before? And Maddie was like, hey, it's crazy. Like stuff's starting to click and it really makes sense. And I was like, yeah, I know. It just happens like that. Like you don't really know when you're going to start to understand things. You just start to see it on the chart, especially if you've been here looking at my live sessions for the past, you know, X amount of time. Maddie's been with me for like about a year now. and he's been on the charts with me almost every day. So with him being on the charts, he's starting to see the same patterns that I see. It's the whole reason I created these indicators, so that you guys can see what I see on the chart. I can see all the stuff without the indicators, but in order for me to illustrate it for you guys, I need to create these so that you guys can see, these areas of zones. Because typically you guys can't see this without the indicators. Like, it'd be hard for you guys to really spot this stuff. Yeah, Peter said Maddie's DM about to blow up with questions. Yeah, exactly. So guys, I know a lot of you guys hit up Maddie because of the continuation strategy that he likes to apply, but just keep in mind that he's also testing things. He's not a master at this stuff yet. I mean, he's good at it, but he's still learning just like you guys. So if you guys do have questions, it's probably best to put them in the chat, because there's other people in the group that can help you as well. Like, Maddie's not the only person that can help you guys. All right, so just like what Maddie said and what Peter mentioned earlier, price was overextended from here, and you can measure it from the low. Price was overextended nearly 2,000 pips. Price is now going into consolidation right here, which is a good thing, because we want price to retrace or go into consolidation before we look for entries. If price continues to consolidate around this area, that's perfectly fine. Once it drops down lower and test structure here, we can continue riding it back up for a buy. So, all right, guys. Yeah, but yeah, guys, if you guys don't get everything right away, don't be worried. You guys will, everything will start to make sense over time. It's just practice and repetition. Yesterday I was looking at the forex pairs. I was kind of tempted to get back into forex for like some longer moves, but I'm gonna stick to this. Every time I think about going to forex, I'm like, man, I start to realize how long I'm on the charts, because when you analyze a forex chart, it takes a long time because you're on the higher time frames. You have to wait for actual moves to happen. I don't miss that stuff at all. There's still a lot of people in the group who trade forex though, so just keep that in mind. If you guys are trading forex still, or trading gold or any of that stuff, I don't personally trade it, but like Sisu here is always coming up with new ideas. Like Sisu's been applying. Sisu is basically trying to transfer these strategies we're applying for US30 to forex pairs. And he's doing pretty well with it. You just got to trade it on the higher time frame. The only thing is that you have to be on the charts a lot. I hate being on the charts. I love trading, but I hate being on the charts. So that's why I just stick to these morning sessions, because I already know if I start trading forex again, I'm going to be on the charts like literally 24 hours, and it's not good for your health. Yeah, C6 said different psychology entirely, make it prettier colors. Yeah, Peter said forex is too slow. I agree. I used to trade forex. You guys started with K2 trading forex as well. All of our strategies still work for forex. It just takes forever. Brian said he was an interpreter for the deaf for 15 years. And I remember when I was in school and finally able to understand when a deaf person was signing. It took a while, but all of a sudden it all made sense. It's the same with trading now. Yeah, no, exactly, Brian. That's exactly how it is. It's like learning a language too, because when you're trading, you're kind of like reading a language. You're looking at these charts, looking at these patterns, and they just repeat themselves over and over again. So guys, not that we're going off track, talking about this random stuff, but there's no trades for us to take. So don't worry, you guys aren't missing out on anything. Let me go over here to the 3-minute. Damn, I missed this right here. It wouldn't matter because the candle was too big, but here's the 3-minute daily. We couldn't have taken it because the candle was too big, but it would have been nice. If you guys remember earlier in the session, I was looking at this 3-minute daily. Played out right there. Let's check the 5-minute. 5-minute here is actually still running. I'm not going to take this trade though. I'll use this as a confluence. to identify where price may possibly go. Yeah, I can see that too, Maddie. So Maddie said price might come down to price might drop down and retest news price. So depending on where price continues to push, this is going to be the target price point if price decides to continue dropping. I don't think there's any sessions above here. So there's no price structure above here on the 1 minute. But if we look on the 1 hour, next price structure is pretty high. It's like way up here. So if price continues to push up, I mean, it's got a long way to go. But if price decides to push down, price structure that it's going to be reaching for is going to be this down here. We'll see. I mean, price was way overextended anyways. So price pushed up from here, came back down. It's now just consolidating right here. This might be its new low area, but we'll have to follow along. Looking for a possible moderate red candle or moderate green candle, but there is so this would have been an entry right here if we didn't have that sell signal. That's exactly what I was looking for, and it went straight to full TP. I hate when that happens. Like this sell signal came up at the very last second, but this was what I was waiting for. I would have taken it too, Maddie, if it closed proper. So we had the wick rejection right here. Man, the market really screwed with us at that last second. Trend meter right here is green. Wick rejection is right there off the structure. I was going to say pivot rejection. Wick rejection is right off the structure right here. It was a moderate green candle. And it would have been a full TP right there. Unfortunately, we got the sell signal, so we can't take it. We need to have a trade in the direction of current momentum. I know, right, Vanny? You're watching it too, right? Like this sell signal came up at the last second. I already had this lined up right there. I was ready to take it, and then all of a sudden, sell signal pops up out of nowhere. And that's why you guys got to be patient about these entries. Market's going to play games on you. That's what the market does. It just plays games, all day long. The main thing is that you guys don't get caught in those games, right? You got to outsmart the market. All right, so let's see where we're at so far. See, Dell just posted more profits. He said he's done for the day. Nice work, Dell. So Dell over here locked in all wins, no losses, total profit of 900 for the day. It looks like he's been trailing his stops in profit, which have been pretty solid. So it looks like he's just riding these as price continues to move along. And then he just takes them with the trailing stop. So great work right there, Dell. And right way to end your trading week. Here's Aaron. Aaron messaged me. Just message Aaron right now. We'll see. Maybe Aaron will join the room. We got the wick rejection right here. We just need to get a moderate green candle with a buy signal, a bullish signal. So if we get that, we can take it. If not, you gotta wait for that bullish signal. Yeah, exactly. Got the wick rejection right there. We need a moderate green candle and the buy signal. Nope, no buy signal, unfortunately. It came up right after it. See what Aaron's doing. Yeah, no, Aaron got kind of big on like cryptos. Like he took a full deep dive on cryptos. So he's like doing you guys have probably heard of DeFi Kingdom. He's like buying like those little DeFi Kingdom NFTs and breeding them and playing those little, I don't know, those crypto games. But it's kind of cool. Like if you guys have played games like like farming games and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of a game name, like a video game. But yeah, like one of those games where you just farm stuff. Um, there's crypto games like that. I don't know if they're still doing well. I know they were doing well during COVID because everyone was home and trying to play games. But yeah, exactly. Marco said it's a black hole, but it's lucrative if you catch the right one. Yeah. Yeah. So my dude, Aaron, he got into DeFi Kingdom before it got big. So he has like I think like 10 NFTs through there and they just keep farming like whatever crypto they have in that game. I don't know if they're still see if it's still running around. Let's see DeFi Kingdoms. I don't think they ever got picked up by like a big company yet, but I think they're still playing. Yeah, so it's this game right here, DeFi Kingdom. If you guys have ever heard of it, it's like a little video game. They collect these jewel tokens. So like you buy them and then you have these little characters and then it's basically like, starting on a little world for yourself. And then you just mine stuff. Like you could build miners and then they just keep mining crypto for you and stuff like that. And you could sell that crypto for cash. So this is kind of this is why Aaron stopped running, his own signal stuff and all that, because he just got really big into the crypto space. Damn, I just saw that right now. See, the candle was too big though, I think. Yeah, candle was kind of big, but this was a triple confluence right here, it looks like. I just saw you guys' message right there. MJ. Man, MJ, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. I'm wondering where you've been at. This dude's going on vacation like every day. You're going on vacation more than me. Yeah, so triple confluence right here. If you guys caught it, the candle here was kind of big though, so I don't know if I would have taken it myself, but there was a triple confluence right here. If you guys are not familiar with the triple confluence strategy, this strategy right here, basically we're looking for 3 strategies that align with one candle entry. The trend meter here is green. The bullish momentum here was green as well. This provided for an entry using the intraday strategy. Price was above the pivots. We had a bullish momentum here. This is also a pivot scalp entry. And then there's a high low right here that got broken, closed above, which would have been considered a high low scalp. So that's 3 different K2 strategies in one candle. And that's why we call it a triple confluence, because it's 3 different high probability strategies aligned with one entry point. So yeah, MJ and Patrick also caught it. The thing with this too is that this wasn't a clean break, right? So I probably wouldn't have taken it if I saw it. It's too risky. D said I got that risky because the candle big, but triple confluence almost always hits. Yeah, and I agree with you too. D, for one, the candle is too big, and it also barely closed above the high right here. MJ said, looking at flights right now. Where are you flying to next, MJ? I might be spending Halloween in New York if you want to go to New York, or if you have any plans to go to New York. I've never been out there. Toronto. I mean, you're right next door. Come visit you too in Toronto. I heard Toronto's really cold though. Like my roommate in law school, he's from Toronto. He said it's like freezing cold out there. Yeah, Peter said whole Canada's cold. Might be different this year, Peter, with this heat wave. I'm sure the heat wave's hitting you guys up there too. Some tornadoes out there. Yeah, if the hot set in the winter, it is. Yeah, that's what I've heard. -40 in the winter, that's crazy. Actually, you're right, because it's super hot right now and it's gonna be super cold in the winter because of this global warming. Oh, 40 Celsius. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't do East Coast weather, but I'll be on the East Coast a lot. Actually, yeah, I might be there like a lot towards the end of the year. I think I'll be doing Seattle for New Year's though. Yeah, Mike, you're here, right? Yeah, I see Mike here in the chat. So if you want to hang out with me and Mike, New York for Halloween, and Seattle for New Year's, I believe. The Jets have a New Year's game? New York Jets. I don't know, I gotta check his schedule because I know you're gonna be out there with the Jets, Mike. So we're gonna be out there too. Dijon said the Jets. Are you saying that in Soldier Boy's voice as well? Dijon said the Jets are cheeks. Yeah, no, I'm not a Jets fan. We're just there for a good time. Brian said you don't want to see the Jets. You don't want to watch the Jets play. Yeah, no. I was gonna go to the opening game for Chargers Raiders, but we'll see. I think that's this weekend, right? Got some stuff coming up. It's a home game too. I do want to go see the new Raiders stadium. You guys have probably seen in Vegas. It's pretty huge. Brian said Jets are the definition of cheeks. Oh man. But yeah, guys, there's nothing on the charts right now, so don't worry. I know we're kind of going off track right here, but there's nothing for us to take right now. I'm still looking though for entries. We currently have a sell momentum right here. So what we're looking for is, since we have a bullish trend, we're looking for a wick rejection off the structure, which we're possibly going to get right here. But we also need that buy signal. So see where it's at. If we get a buy signal here in a moderate green candle, we can take this for a buy. But until then, we got to wait for it to push back up. John said, I want to experience LA Stadium and LV Stadium. Yeah, if you ever go to SoFi, it's pretty nice. It's pretty crazy. It's a huge stadium. It's open-ended, like the top is open. So it's pretty cool. I was just there for the weekend concert not too long ago. Last week, actually. They were there last Friday, weekend concert. It's pretty cool. Well, we've been there a lot of times. I've been there for Chargers game, been there for Rams games, been there for other events. John said ours in Atlanta looks like a fat ass camera. I haven't seen your guys's. I think you guys have somewhat of a new one too, right? Minnesota has a pretty stadium as well. Yeah, a lot of the new stadiums are pretty state of the art. But I know for sure the Vegas one looks pretty dope. That one's just built. I think that one has an open top too. All right, still nothing for us to take, guys. I'm still waiting for this to come back down. Price is really just ranging around this area. So let me go over here and just clean this up a bit. Here's our clean chart. I'm gonna go and redraw the areas of high lows right here. And as you guys can see at this point, price is just ranging right here. So it's really just going sideways. It's not too much. Dijon said if you look up, it opens like a camera too. Atlanta Stadium. Rick said did the tour in Las Vegas. So badass, sat in Mark Davis' suite. Nice. Yeah, I think that's probably the newest stadium, right? The newest one is probably the Las Vegas one, and then the one before that is probably LA. I don't think there's any other new stadiums other than that. The cool thing with the LA one, well, they probably have with the Vegas one too, is that they have floor seats, like a floor suite. So it's pretty cool. If you get the floor suite down there, you can you're like basically on the field. Peter said Dijon just saw it on Google. LOL. It's cool though. Kind of want to see it now. Atlanta football stadium. Oh yeah, no, you're right. So DeJohn over here is talking about the Atlanta football stadium. It does look like a camera. I mean, it's a pretty cool stadium though. It looks just like a camera. I thought you were messing around, John. It does. All right, still looking for an entry here, guys. Let's see if we get a wick rejection off the structure here. It's getting close to 7:30, so I think volatility is starting to die down a bit as a lot of people are either going out to lunch or they're just calling it a week. But price hasn't really moved as much here. If you look at the range, so from this low here to this high, price only moved about 800 pips, so it barely moved at all. It's in a range right here on the clean chart. All right, so we got the wick rejection off the structure right here. We need a bullish momentum signal. If we can get that, we just got to make sure the candle here is not too big. If it's too big and it engulfs the stop loss, and we can't take it. So this is as far as it can go. Damn, look at that. You guys see that like the last second, it spiked up and then we got the buy signal here. If it closed within here, this would have been another entry, but unfortunately not. It seems like price is like really blocky right now. I don't know if you guys have started to notice that as well, but it looks like price keeps moving in blocks. It's not as smooth as it has been. Like all of a sudden we'll randomly get a momentum signal, or randomly at the last second it'll just block up and then close as a strong candle. Let's see, Seth said bias dropped to 49% long. Yeah, it's still neutral, but you can tell that people are getting scared. If price pulls and rejects off 31,950 or around there, we can go long. Yeah, and I agree too with you, Seth. So I'm definitely seeing that. Yeah, because this shifted, right? You saw earlier, this was 51% long. Now it's 51% short. So if that's the case, you can. This is like the main indicator that you guys should use, because this is like the psychology indicator, right? If you look at this here, you guys can see where people are trading. You can kind of get into people's heads. If people are going short, what do you think people are doing? They're getting scared and they're worried that the price is going to drop. If it goes long, you can see that people are being too hopeful and they think price is going to go up. Realistically, price is probably going to keep dropping. So the main indicator that I use, and it's not really an indicator, but it just tells you where the psychology is at. Because if you ever ask anybody about trading, like anyone that's actually successful at trading, they'll tell you that the main thing that you need, like you can apply whatever strategy you want, but the main thing to focus on is trade psychology, right? If you can get into the psychology of all the retail traders, like you guys can see right here, people are starting to shift back to long. You can basically predict where market's going to go, because the market makers do the opposite of everyone else. So if everyone's buying, you want to short. If everyone's shorting, you want to buy. But right here, it's pretty neutral. But you guys can see that the numbers change right back to 50-50. Yeah, Pat said, damn, pivot scalp hit, but he didn't take it. There was a pivot scalp right there. I still wouldn't take it myself, Patrick, because the market is not moving directional. It's still moving sideways. So like going over here to the markup, price is still technically in the same range as before. Let's check the fundamentals. Fundamentals are up 300 points, so it's looking pretty good for that. Let's go over here to CNBC real quick, see if there's any news updates. All the indices are currently up right now. The Dow is up 307 points. S&P is up 46 points. NASDAQ's up 185 points. Russell 2K is up 30 points. VIX is currently down less than a point. Let's see, Tesla could start building a lithium refinery for EV batteries in Texas this year. Nice. Man, I still find it crazy that like everyone kind of forgot about the Ukraine war. Like it's still going on. The only reason I can see it is because it's here on CNBC, and there's still updates going on like every day. the war can just keep dragging along, but then as more countries join in, like I think the US is going to send some troops over and stuff, right? I remember we saw it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, but it's crazy because like a whole war is going on over there and life just goes on as nothing's going on. I mean, life just keeps going. Yeah, exactly. Brian said, well, that's America because football season started. I know, right? It literally is America. It's crazy. Like, if you guys ever notice that anything could be going on in the world, football season starts, we forget about everything here. It it's crazy. Because there's a lot of things going on in the world. It's just nobody's paying attention to it. Like what happened to monkeypox? You guys remember monkeypox? Man, I went to Mexico and I thought I got monkeypox. I was like, but they were just bug bites, like mosquitoes. Because if you guys look, so if you guys ever look at monkeypox, and I know we're going off track, guys. Sorry, we're going off track, but there's no trades for us to take anyways. So if you guys look at monkeypox symptoms, it's like, I mean, it looks like anything. Like it looks like I don't know about this stuff. Okay, if my stuff started looking like this, then okay, maybe I got monkeypox. But everything else here looks like mosquito bites, especially during the summer. Like maybe this stuff. Okay, you got this all these big ones, but like these ones looks like a mosquito bite, right? Like I came back from Mexico and I was like, damn man, I got fucking monkeypox. But all I did was I got like mosquito bites. But now you don't really hear about monkeypox anymore. Yeah, but there's been some severe cases of monkeypox. Like I've heard some stories from nurses. Like there's this nurse, like my mom's a nurse. She's telling me the story yesterday. I visited my mom yesterday, and she was like, "Yeah, this guy came with monkeypox, and it's weird. Like he had those bites, but it was around his like, it's around areas that you typically won't have those types of stuff. You guys can have an idea. Basically, it was all up in his ass. So it was like, I don't know, it was weird. Um, I don't know how it's passed on, but it's like having hemorrhoids in there. And then they're like, so how did you get this? And I guess the patient didn't say anything. And I guess we're not supposed to be talking about this because this is like personal data. But since we're not giving the guy's information out, yeah, basically he got monkeypox in his ass and it was weird. But it's I don't know. If you guys ever looked up monkeypox, a lot of people said it started from like the Pride Festival and stuff, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. C6 said sores, you're rubbing against people's saliva and sweat. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys want to do more research on monkeypox, you guys can, but it's kind of weird how you get it. C6 said intimate stuff. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So back to the charts. Nothing for us to take right here. Don't worry. I know we're kind of talking about stuff off topic, but there really isn't anything for us to take right now. This would have been a nice entry right here that I was talking about earlier if we had that buy signal, but the buy signal didn't come up on it. Yeah, Seth said keep taking showers. Exactly. Keep taking showers for sure. Oh man. Yeah, if you guys are in the Zoom, you guys are reading the chat. C6 said I was craving a breakfast burrito, but now no thanks. Yeah, Marco said someone just died here in LA from monkey. Yeah, I think I saw that in the news. There's just so many different things that are going on all over here. Yeah, Seth said forget about monkeypox. What happened to COVID? What booster shot we're supposed to be on now? I heard for the booster shots, they're starting to they're gonna require that like a monthly booster shot, which is crazy. I didn't even get my third booster or my second booster. I got the first one just so I can travel and stuff. There's another high low right here, guys. Unfortunately, we didn't take it. Well, I wouldn't have taken it anyways. But so as you guys can see these high lows, these are kind of iffy when you guys see high lows like this because they're like barely breaking past there, right? So like another one right there. You can see how the candle barely breaks and closes past it. With the way that the market's moving right now with these blocky candles, it's hard to really catch them actually break and close past them. Typically, when I take a high low, I want it to look like this. See how this full body is like up here, and there's like no question, there's no doubt that price is going to keep going up. This is a high low that I would like to take. Same with this one right here. So for these two high lows, yeah, I probably would take these. But for the recent ones, because of how price is moving, I typically wouldn't take those even if I saw them because they're just too close. Does this even hit TP? Yeah, it hits TP and it comes right back down. Oh man, it's getting close to 8. Hopefully we'll catch one more trade here before it hits 8. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to force any trades here. So still got to keep up the consistency. I know we're all getting kind of antsy. We want to take some trades, but it is Friday. So just keep in mind, Friday and Mondays are like the riskier days to trade because people are exiting the market and people are entering the market on Monday. So you get a lot of this synthetic movement, right? It's like movement because some people are trying to pull out, movement because some people are trying to get in. Not like anything too smooth. So price did break out of the range right here. However, it was a fake out. So we'll see if this continues to push. Price was ranging right here. Pushed up. Came back for the retest. And we'll see here if price continues to push up or if it ends up pulling back into this area down here. Yeah, Patrick said 3-minute high low pending, not a strat, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to check out, right? I haven't really looked at the high lows on any other time frames, but I mean, it could possibly work. I wouldn't knock it. Yeah, like there's one right here. Candle's too big though, but it did come up right there. Another one right below it, right there. Again, that candle's too big. This one over here looks good. So, just a reminder, guys, if you guys want to play around and try to apply the other strategies on different time frames, you guys are more than welcome. I can't tell you whether they work or not because I haven't tested myself, but you guys are always welcome to test stuff out. Maddie, so Patrick said double body, you and Maddie. I think there's a double body right there, right? Push up 100 pips. Just slightly missed the TP mark. Price might push back up though. I'm not in this position, guys. I'm just showing you guys what Patrick's talking about. It's basically a continuation. Yeah, Maddie's not in it. I'm not in it either. Yeah, I might pull back a little bit before it swings up. So as you can see right here, this is why I wouldn't really want to trade around this area because this could be easy, like a fake out, right? This can go up or it can come back down and pull back into the range. I don't like taking trades that are like this. If it continued up higher, then yeah, great. But if it's still like moving around this area here, it becomes a risky entry. But I mean, who knows? We'll follow it. We're not in this position, guys. So just FYI, we're not taking this position here. I'm just following it to see this high-low continue, or not high-low continuation. What do you call it, Maddie? He calls it something continuation. I forgot. 1 minute continuation, I guess, or variation continuation. At this point, it's going to be called V4 or basic V. It's basically a variation with like less requirements. V1 continuation. Okay. That's what Maddie calls it. So we'll see. It's probably going to hit TP. See how far is this from there? Yeah, I can probably see it pushing up. See if it pushes up from here. I mean, everything does line up. Double body, trend meter is green, pivots are bullish, 3-minute is bullish, 5-minute is bullish. The 5-minute actually hit, guys, so I marked it up right here. 5-minute from earlier. That hit and full TP. I actually took the trade, guys. Sorry, I know I told you I was going to take it. I FOMO'd into it. I started analyzing it and I was like, this looks good. This is actually going to hit. So I took it. I made 1,400 off that. So I know I was like, I'm not going to take this trade. And then I started analyzing it. I was like, this really does look like a good trade. Marco took it too. So a lot of you guys actually took it. You guys can tell when I'm taking a trade. If I start to analyze the trade, I'm probably going to take it. So thanks, Patrick, for the assist there, because we weren't even looking at that there for a continuation. Nice, Sisu got it as well. Yeah, Maddie said he took it when it pulled back. Me too, because when Maddie looked at it and he said it was probably going to hit, I was like, yeah, this is probably going to hit. So I analyzed it further and I was like, okay, bullish. And then I think when I got to the 3-minute, I was like, oh, this is very bullish. So bullish. It's definitely going to push up at least 100 pips. And that's why I took it. So yeah, thanks for the assist there, guys. Jesus said, took it, hit. And that, have a nice weekend, everyone. Definitely, Jesus. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday. Because I was waiting for a trade. I'm like, waiting for this to come back down here. It doesn't look like it's going to come back down. So once we saw this right here, I was like, why not? It's not going to count as an actual trade, but I'll show you guys my profits. MJ was like, damn, I hit my profit target so for today. So going to chill, look pretty good. And you kept talking about it, so I figured you'd take it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good one. You know, eventually maybe we'll turn that into an official strategy. We haven't really looked into it yet, but at some point maybe we'll turn that into an official strategy. Thankfully, slippage worked in my favor too. So this is going to pay for my new windshield. If you guys follow me on social media, I was driving on the freeway yesterday and a big rock hit my windshield and it cracked it. So I got a quote from Porsche. It's going to cost like over $3,000 to get that windshield fixed because it's a special windshield, which is freaking crazy. Like normal shops won't fix my windshield. I guess like my Porsche Taycan Turbo, it falls under like exotics. So they don't want to touch it because they don't want responsibility for the tech. So I got to get my whole windshield changed. It's freaking whack. I just got the car too. So it's like, so annoying. But I mean, it comes with the price, right? You want to get a nice car, you got to pay the fees for that stuff. But it's crazy. It's like a normal windshield costs like under like $700 or so. But I guess because the tech, it's like an insulated window plus the cameras and all that. Insurance does cover Tisu, but I'm gonna have to hit a deductible, so I'm still gonna have to pay like another $1,000 anyways. Plus, it's gonna go on the record, so I'm just gonna pay for it myself. It's all good. I made pretty good profit today, so let me post up my profits real quick. This will cover the windshield that I got to go take my car in today, or maybe next week. All right, so here are my profits so far for the day. So here's my main account. You can see the green strips right here. I let it hit full TP, locking a total profit of 2,510 off this account. My copier over here, I locked in 1,250, total profit of 2,510 as well. My MFF, I locked in a total profit of 2,620. My second MFF, 2,620. And my third MFF, 2,620. So as you guys can see right here, if I add this up, you guys will see that if you guys have multiple accounts and you guys are running, 200K account like I am, each account, this adds up. So 620 times 3, so that's both of my all of my MFFs, plus 2510 plus 2510. So total profit with just taking 2 trades today across 5 accounts is that much, right? Like, I mean, literally no stress, just easy trade right there. But just keep in mind, the second trade is not going to count it as an entry, guys, because there's no actual strategy that we applied for that. It's just Maddie's strategy that he's been applying lately. So we're not going to be counting that as a trade for the day or profits for the day. It's just necessarily for you know, whatever speculative trade that we took. So pretty solid. I mean, my week's profits are pretty good so far too. Let's see if I can take a screenshot of this. I don't typically send you guys my or I'll do it later actually. I'll do it later towards the end of the set, or it's already towards the end of the session. So let me just go over here real quick. So there are my week profits for the week so far, right? We didn't have any losses this week. I only took like what 2 or 3 trades. And we did good. So these are my week profits for the week so far. So I mean, it was kind of a slow week because we came back from a holiday weekend. We only traded 4 days this week, but I had no losses. So for the week so far, this is all my accounts. So not bad. Overall. And that's not just to show off like how much profit I made. That's to show you guys that if you guys just take a few trades a week, like, I mean, even just 1 trade a day, but you guys are focusing on quality entries, you guys can easily, you know, stack up your profits. So just something to look forward to. Solid speculative. So I'm just looking at the charts right here. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything by 8 o'clock. So we'll see if there's anything that we can take from then. Yeah, here's my windshield. So as you guys can see, my windshield is pretty screwed right here in the corner. It doesn't really bother, like for a normal person, you'd probably be fine by, you know, this is going to bother me seeing my windshield every morning. Huge crack right there on the corner. It hit the little bridge right here, so it have some scratches right there. But yeah, I still got to get this painted right here though, Seth. So it I got to change the entire windshield. This whole windshield is like a huge windshield and costs hella. And I got little scratches right here, so I got to get this covered up so it's gonna be a little extra or fixed and buffered out. But yeah, some paint damage right there, but huge crack right there. I don't even know what it was. I feel like because I was driving in LA, I hate driving in LA. I think like a tool fell out of like some truck, like it went flying and then it hit my car, unfortunately. See, Patrick said, nice close on that red signal, green candle, looking for that buy signal. Yeah, possible pivot scalp right here. I'm not going to take it though, so just keep that in mind, guys. I know there's a couple of pivot scalps that have been coming up and they've been hitting. You just want to be careful. If you do take this trade, make sure that you wait for it to actually close, but I don't think I'm going to be taking it myself. Profits are sitting pretty nice for the week so far. Yeah, so here are my profits for the week so far. And again, you know, this isn't to show off to you guys. This is just to show you guys what's possible. So for us this week, I think we took, I mean, how many official trades? We took about 1, 2, I think that was it. So we only took 2 official trades this week, but a couple of speculative trades. So this is how much I locked in for the week. If you added it up, it's not bad at all. So 7330 plus 6210 plus 510 plus 5460 plus 4910. So that's how much just for the week. So just keep that in mind, guys. Look at the long-term goal whenever you guys are trading. Or for what I would recommend is don't even focus on the profits. Like for me, I just focus on winning. And then at the end of the week, I'm like, oh, damn, I actually locked in this much. Like I didn't realize I locked in this much just for this week. It adds up. So just, keep your eye on the price. Other than that, guys, it's 7:51 right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping this up pretty soon. Friday's not really the day that I recommend you guys trade after 8 because you start to see a lot of unusual movement. The thing is, a lot of people pull out of the market around that time as well because that's lunchtime. People try to pull out and then volatility will die down. And then you'll get these random spikes as people try to buy the dips or as other people try to sell off for the weekend. So, oh, thanks, Peter. I'll check that out. Protective Film Solutions. Oh yeah, I know this place. It's in Orange County. It's right next to where I live. Well, I live in Orange County, so it's like literally right here. Nice. I'll check it out. Yeah, no, those DDE guys, I see them like every day because they get Starbucks at my gym. And if you guys ever see those hotels that they like have all the supercars at, like it's literally right across the street from my gym. So I see them like almost every week. They always hang out in the front. And they got a crazy car. I don't know if you guys saw the new SVJ that they got. You've probably seen it, Peter, because you probably follow them. But yeah, I see those guys like almost every week whenever they're in the area. All right, let's see if there's anything else over here. So I think this might be it. Let me see if there's anything else that if you guys posted some more profits. So let's see. Dejan said testing out this new strat I've been looking at. First trade on live at TP. So nice work. Dejan over here is testing out this other strategy that he's playing around with, locking a total profit of 808 for the day. So great work right there, Dejan. Hit his full TP right there. Nice. So yeah, you guys should always try new things out, right? I mean, obviously you guys know what works. If you guys ever feel the need to focus on what works, just focus on what we do here in the live session. Otherwise, you guys are more than welcome to test stuff out. If you guys do test stuff out, maybe test it on your demo so you don't have to risk anything. But nice work right there, Dejan. So right here, he's up 808. We just saw that right now. Nice work. Maddie over here as well. He said all my New York trades missed the first trade of Sean, but I stayed patient and caught some nice buys. So Maddie over here locked in a total profit of about 1,000, 2, 3, 4, about 4,000 to 5,000 profit off his account here for New York session. So nice work, Maddie. And I'm going to stay away from Asia session, guys. I know the past couple of days I've been taking like 1 or 2 trades during Asia to catch like a small profit. It's not worth the risk. All those trades, if I didn't pull out early, I would have lost. So I did make like a couple $100, but it's not worth the risk and it's not worth the stress. So if you guys have to trade during Asia, I understand, but I personally don't recommend it. I'm definitely not going to be trading during Asia at all because it's just not worth the headache. I just saw your message, Sisu. Yeah, we're probably gonna get some dislikes here on the YouTube channel for that. Let me check. Yeah, we did. No surprise. Yeah. Literally. Let's see, Maddie said, got to mention an idiot for my birthday weekend. Pull up. Yeah, no, it might be free, Maddie. Let me know. Yeah, just hit me with the details on the 30th. The 30th. Friday. Yeah, no, I might be down. Just let me know what's up, Maddie. Yeah, if not, you come to mine too. All right. So let's see if there's anything else here for us to look at. I don't think there's anything else because price is so far from structure that I don't expect it to come down in the next 5 minutes. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to post them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping this up shortly. Yeah, Brian said the spread is silly AF during Asia. Yeah, and I agree, Brian. That's why I have to pull out early with the Asia trades because the spread is almost like 300 points or 300 pips. And it's crazy, bro. Like you'll get into a trade and you'll be in some massive drawdown already. So I'll enter a trade, I'll already be negative 1,000. Like, what the hell? And then you have to make that 1,000 before you make any profit. So instead of just making, a quick win, you end up being the negative for like a good hour before it pushes you into any profit. Let me see if there's anything else here. So let me just take a look at the sentiment again. Sentiment is currently 48% long. Looks like a lot of people are starting to short right here. They're trying to catch the top. That's why price keeps pushing up higher, because as people try to sell off, like this right here is just a trap, right? See how price is coming down? I think price can come down slightly and then go into a range, drop slightly, and spike right back up once there are enough sellers in the market. So, I mean, it's all a game. It's all like really outsmarting the next person, which is going to be the retail trader. So I would still have a bullish bias here, even if, price starts to drop a little bit. Looking over here at the fundamentals are currently up 355 points. Looking over here at the heat map is pretty much all green as well. So I'd still look for this to swing back up higher. Thanks, Peter, for the heads up. Peter said in 1 hour, there's 2 Fed members speaking. So yeah, you probably want to sit out the rest of the day if you guys don't have to trade. Maddie said price is coming down for a fake out. Buys may be risky during the manipulation to the downside. Yeah, and I agree too, Maddie. So I wouldn't even take any trades around this point. Let me just clean this up a little bit right here. Here's the clean chart. I'll mark up. There's actually a lot of liquidity right here. So I think by the end of the session, price will eventually maybe drop a little bit to some extent, because you guys can see that there's a lot of liquidity on the bottom. All liquidity on top already got hit. So there's nothing up there, but price is definitely in a range right here. And you guys can see how easy it was for me to drop structure, right? If you guys want to practice this, this is like something that you guys can do. Just drop the high lows and then identify where market is probably going. If market is going sideways, then you can just draw your range right there, right? It's not too difficult. Right, like that. So basically a range within a range, not really much going on. Yeah, CT said topside liquidity is at 300-ish. Yeah, we could probably see it on the higher time frames, like maybe the 15. Actually, not even the 15, the 1 hour. Yeah. So this is like more heavy duty liquidity for later at some point. Right there. So if price does make it this high, which it could, or maybe not, if it does make it this high, it'll have a ways to go. Right now, it looks like volatility is pretty much dead. So, all right, guys, it is 8 o'clock. So if you guys have any other questions, always feel free to pop into the chat, message me on Telegram, email me, whatever you guys need to get across to me. But if you guys pop into the chat, there's always going to be people here who are willing to help. And Nelly just posted some profits over here. Nelly currently locked in 760 for the day. So great work, Nelly. 1 trade for the day is not bad for a Friday, especially in profit. Other than that, I think that's about it. If you guys have anything else to ask or anything that you want to comment on, feel free to reach out or talk in the chat. Otherwise, I think this is it for the day. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. We'll be back here on Monday, same time, same place as market opens for next week. Let me check the news real quick. I don't know if there's anything going on next week. I think it just might be Fed week. Actually, no, this was Fed week. Next week is inflation news. So we got CPI, core CPI, employment change, PPI, core PPI, So a lot of inflation news next week, which will hopefully push price in a full swing for the fall season. But if not, it's all good. The fall season doesn't technically start until the last week of September. So until then, guys, I think that's about it. Definitely, Barack. It's all good. No trades. It's okay. Just, go into the weekend happy, come back ready on Monday, and we'll be bouncing back from there. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll still be here online for a little bit. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, or if not, I will see you guys here on Monday.